morning guys, welcome back to another episode of Wild Reaches. If you haven't been watching the last few episodes, jump back and check them out because this is a bit of a series at the moment to learn how we got here on the quad bike, pushed in by quad, towing the tinny down to this remote river system in the Gulf of Carpentaria, far north Queensland. We're on Crocodiles country and I'm with a Kulthan man, Jordan. But this is his grandfather's land, so we're allowed up in here. We've got permission to be here. And this is our camp, this big old tree here. Got a fire there this morning with a damper cooking just in the ground. And check this weapon out. We're just trying to work out how this thing got here, because this land that we're on now is a big station, big cattle station, which is run by Jordan's uncles. And this is an old crane truck, and it's obviously got here at some stage. We're thinking to crane all these big 40-gallon drums up here, heaps of them. Must have been like an old camp, and I imagine this thing was probably craning those drums off a barge or something, got stuck there, and that was it, never moved. Absolute weapon of a thing though. So there's a bit of history right here at camp. We got some good barra yesterday, and I'm hoping this morning, it's very still, but I'm hoping this morning we're going to catch a few. We're going to fish along this stretch here down this way where Jordan got one yesterday that went 85 centimetres, only 20 metres down there. Nice. Oh, it's a stonker. Yes. Look at that big gob.
You know it's good when you can fit all 4 fingers in.
Come on here, bro. That's a ripper.
Alright.
See you later, big girl. So we'll fish this stretch and then load up the little tinny, little Stesco tripper there, and load up all our gear and start heading upriver and fish the upper stretches of the river. Try and find a nice junction or a rock bar, or you know, a couple of drains, something like that. But yeah, beautiful spot to wake up to. Did you see that croc? How cool was the croc? He was probably about 3.5 metres, I reckon. Jordan spotted him just swimming just really slowly upstream, and I sent the drone up and he disappeared, as they do. Cheeky bugger. So I flew it around for a little bit, saw all these jellyfish. There's so many jellyfish pushing up this river every day since we've been here, which is really interesting. You see that quite a lot up here. Well, probably all over Australia. I don't know what they're doing, migrating or breeding, or if you guys know, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, then the crocs popped back up only like 2 minutes later, way upstream and across the other side. So he's obviously moved really fast, didn't like the sound of the drone. He got out of the way. But yeah, beautiful big croc. We haven't had any trouble here. We're camped up top there. We've got a bit of a croc barrier around our hammock set up just to be safe, because we're right near the high tide mark, but there's no slides here on the beach. Yeah, so we're safe. We feel safe anyway. Been sleeping really good. So yeah, I'm going to dig this damper out of the ground and we'll get a wriggle on. I reckon that's been about an hour, or it's still a bit soft. Should we take it?
I reckon we'll go it. Yeah. We'll go it. Ashes damp.
Beauty.
You beauty.
Yeah. Yes, look at that. Oh, steamy goodness. A little bit of honey. Yep. Yeah. Running like it's ready, mate. Jordo's on. We're kind of out here in the channel, taking a bit of a chance this morning, because yesterday this drain here, we were sitting right here in the sound that we were marking some big fish moving through, like proper big barra. You could make out in the screen that they were actually barramundi. And now Jordan's got something. I was just about to say maybe we should move. It seems to be the case. You have a smoke, I catch a fish, and if I say let's move, you catch a fish.
It's good, it's good.
It is good. Got a little system going.
It feels a little bit heavy.
Well, it's not jumping, is it? What a way to start the day.
Yeah, this is pretty alright. From what I see, they always look bigger in the water though.
They do, yeah. Yes!
Paid off.
Jordo with a good one.
The old red slim twitcher, red and silver.
The triple treble, mate. I didn't think you liked the 3 trebles.
What's this you got coming out of the top here?
What?
Try to pull it out.
What is that?
Yeah, I can see it coming out the other side of the skin here. What in tarnation?
Oh my god, what is that? That is weird. I'm going to look into that. Good way to start the day.
Yeah, first one for me for the day.
That's so strange. I was thinking a tag, but it's not a tag. Look at the mullet coming through. So we got a little bird's eye view up here on top of the truck, the old crane truck.
Yeah.
The camp's all packed up over there in the boat.
Mobile, ready to go.
Ready to go, ready to move upriver. We just had a wash, a safe wash with a bucket. Nice and refreshing. Left no rubbish behind and we're on our way. Shoot up the river, eh?
Let's go. Let's get amongst it.
How do we get down?
I'm trying.
Very
I
safely.
think we should. Old crane truck, just parked up here in the middle of nowhere. To live out the rest of his days before he gets reduced to nothing.
Right, spot number 1 for the morning, or spot number 2 for the morning really. Or spot number 3 actually for the morning. It's all happened really quick. Alright, well, the fishing is really quiet. So we're going to go for a walk in the mangroves. I'll leave my sunnies here. See what we can find. See if we can find some mud shell or a mud crab or something like that. That way we can punch up river, go fishing and not have to worry too much about lunch. If we don't catch any fish when we get back to the quad bike, we can get a little fire going and have a cook up before the mission back to camp. There's a few big mud crab holes around.
Hopefully run into one.
Get up into that clearing. That is a huge crab hole. Nothing in there though. Oh, look how deep that is. It's about 1.5 meters deep, that thing. Got a little muddy down here. It's not huge. I think it's already on to me. Hopefully I can get a stick and grab it.
You want to pin it and I'll try to run down behind you and grab it.
Yeah. I think there might be a hole right behind him or her. I don't want her to go in it. but I can probably try and block her and flick her out.
Should I creep down here?
Yeah, I think so. I'll pin him. Yes, it's a bark.
One sec, give me your claw.
I think he's only got one claw. He's only got one claw, mate. Your side.
Yep, I've got him. Oh, mate. Oh, he's strong. Yep. I got his claw a little bit. You got him?
Yep.
Good stuff, mate.
Look at that. Teamwork.
Nice.
Hey. Is that worth coming into the mangroves for?
Bloody oath.
He's only got one nipper. But, oh mate, he's stoked for that.
That's a good one.
I was thinking we're coming out empty-handed again. Like in the last episode, we came in the mangroves and couldn't get any mud shell. And I saw a big hole back there. There's nothing in it.
Hopefully we come across at least one more.
Yeah, that'd be good, eh? Chuck him on the coals. Is that a hole behind him? It's not really, is it?
Nah, it's not. It looked like he was about to start digging a hole there.
Muddy.
Too late, bud.
Yes. Stoked.
If we can get this one.
We found another monster. He's down in that. Oh, I can still see him. See him move? He's in that little cave in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get down in there.
Holy dude, he's a big one, dude. He had to go. Alright, that big crab's a no-go. I was trying to find a good stick with a kind of like a hook on the end, but Jordan said he went in really deep and he's just backed up against the back of the hole. And it's not one that you can normally like, well, some blokes would just stick half their body in there, but sometimes you can dig them out, like you can dig from the top around the back of the hole, but because it went up under all the roots, you couldn't do that. So we're hoping for a barra to go with this crab, and we're laughing. Well, that's lunch sorted. Then maybe break off a couple of branches or something for him. Keep him calm. Thanks, mate. So that should keep him calm. We'll chuck him back in that hull of the boat. Alright, so we've made it back to the quad bike. We just saw it up the river there a bit. But we've only got that one mud crab for lunch. The river seems to have just gone dead quiet. So it's a bit of a worry because we've got a big mission on the quad bike to get back to camp. And all we've got to eat is a few sultanas and a mud crab. So we really want to get a barra. So we thought we'd come back to this little junction here. We'll flick this for a bit. And then call it quits, get back, and because the water level, the tide is dropping as well, so our ramp, which is already a bit sketchy, is getting longer and longer and muddier and muddier, so I want to get this boat out of the water pronto. Just wait for Jordo to catch a fish. Yes. Oh, it's a good one. Keep me out of those sticks, I'll get the net. Told you Jordan I'd get one. No, around the front line. Oh, look at him go, guys.
See that?
Look at him go.
That was so ninja. Alright, he's got a couple more runs left in.
He'd be 60, we're not going to go hungry, are we?
No, mate. Yes!
Food!
Food!
Oh god, that feels good. Nice clean one too. He's done it again.
Done it again.
Yes, look at that, guys. I'll get out of the light. That's a good, clean barra.
Nice and shiny.
Good size. Barra and mud crab for lunch on the side of the river. We can get the boat out of the water. Now we just got to get back to camp, but at least we got food.
There he is. I'd say.
On the red twitcher.
Yeah.
That's my favourite jack lure.
Oh,
Like you've nailed a good barra on one.
Nice. Oh mate, I'm so happy that we got this.
Yeah.
I was starting to feel those hunger pains.
Yeah, you see, lose the energy, hey.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose energy when you got a mission ahead of you, so this will be good. This will be good. Get a fire going. Alright, let's bleed him and throw him in the bucket. We are back at the quad bike, and this is our ramp. This is where we put it in the other day. It looks lower, so what I'm thinking is max tracks in those wheel ruts there, sit the trailer on the max tracks, and then 2 more max tracks probably under the back wheels, and then just give it everything.
You're gonna put them max tracks in there?
For the trailer to sit on. That's a good sound. In the back of my mind I was thinking I forgot to bring the jump starter kit, and imagine if the battery was flat. We're a long way from help out here. Doubts.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit of doubt in it. Maybe about 10-20%.
Oh, how good was that? Jordan said he doubted it.
Only about 10-20% doubt.
I was doubting it too. That was a tough ask, but geez, this thing's got balls, eh? And that trailer, far out, that worked a treat.
Works so well.
There you go, guys. If you missed that last episode or two, this is where we came from. Way up out there, got there on the CF Moto, rolled this thing twice. So hopefully there's no bloody wild accidents on the way back. So yeah. Mission successful.
Yeah.
Oh. Sore, tired, hungry.
Mud.
Gotta be happy with that, 100%. When you got a mandarin? Good morning, guys. We're back at camp. I'm really sorry we didn't film anything last night. We did film a little bit. We cooked dinner, but we literally got back here at, I don't know, maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that. And we're absolutely cooked. We were so tired, hot, and just exhausted. Yeah, I don't know why, but I was just so tired. We literally just came back, set the awning up, and sat in the shade pulled out 2 chairs, sat in the shade and didn't move. We had like an apple each and a mandarin each out of the fridge, and then didn't eat the crab, didn't eat the barra until later that night.
Going down to try to find some food for us to eat. Nath packs up back over there at the cruiser. Hopefully find some sheriff.
Couldn't move, really, to be honest. Did nothing. We just left everything as we found it there. Here comes Jordan. He's been out looking for cherubin and... Did ya? Yeah. Bad?
All on my leg.
Oh no.
Ow, 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 ow. I just got hit by a wasp. Ow. Ow.
Hang on, we'll sort this out and we'll come back to you. I've got some stuff we can put on it.
Yeah. You can see
yeah.
One there.
Yeah.
I think that's another one.
Where'd they come from? They're in a tree.
Yeah, they were like in a dead tree, and I went to put my leg over like that, and they just hit me.
Shit. Get some lavender. There's a hot tip for you guys. Lavender oil is something you should keep in your car, because any bites, any stings, things like that, even burns, lavender really helps. Alright, Jordo's sorted. Bit of lavender oil, and he's taken back off into the bush. He's looking for some brekkie, cherubin or a goanna. I saw a goanna in there yesterday afternoon, but we already had the crab and the barramundi, so he didn't catch it.
I don't know if you can see it, but right here, a real faint crocodile slide. It was long. Straight into here. It's something's tail, but it just looks like a wallaby. This would be the perfect spot for a croc to come and dig a hole and lay its eggs. And all these little ones, they could be goannas coming in and looking for the croc eggs. Love their eggs.
Catch it. But yeah, we were pooped. We just laid in the shade, did nothing until the sun came down behind the trees. Then I sent the drone up, and it was just a magic afternoon. And honestly, I could have just gone to bed, but I thought I had this idea in my head to cook a whole barramundi. Shout out to John from Frontrunner, who is the gourmet camp chef, I'm pretty sure, on Instagram. Amazing stuff. So the inspiration was to cook a whole barramundi in like a parcel or a pocket of brown paper and then alfoil, and then load it with veggies, mushrooms, broccoli, and then all the Asian stuff like your shallots and your fish sauce and soy sauce and oyster sauce, all that kind of stuff, potatoes. And it was, I said to Jordan, and he said the same thing back to me, it's probably the best thing I've ever eaten at a camp. It was absolutely amazing. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to film it properly for you guys and show you exactly what I do, talk you through it, because it was an absolute game changer. I'm stoked. So yeah, big adventures from here. But before we leave, before we do anything else, we've got the big pack up. So this is the boring part, behind the scenes, that you guys don't normally get to see. But all of this has to go back in its place in here, into the mission built canopy and into the trailer. Everything has a spot so that it all works, and the boat, trailer, everything's an absolute mess, but I've got to pull it all apart, get this back up on the roof. Look at this, it's just caked on, but that's what it was built for. So happy days. The quad performed so well. You know, to push out into that country like that, where you saw some of the footage where we're just driving through grass, just following the maps basically, looking for the river, and then coming back looking for like landmarks that I remembered from the way in. Middle of nowhere, you get in trouble out there. Yeah, I don't know, we had a sat phone, but you know, trying to get someone to find you out there would be a pain in the ass. So this thing, I really trusted it, performed really well, pulled that boat no worries at all. And then, you know, pulling that thing up out of the river, I was surprised how well it went. With that, we got this hitch, which is like the hitch that'll go 180 degrees, and then up and down 180 degrees as well. So I was able to drop the trailer over that steep angle, no worries, and then pull it back up and out. Stoked, that performed really well. But yeah, that's gonna be a wrap for another episode, guys. From here, we're going back into town. Drop Jordo off. Actually, Jordo wants to hang out for a little bit longer, so we're going to take him back to town. I've got some stuff to sort out. I've got to do all the GoPro, you know, file dumps and all that, and then pick Jordan back up, and we're going to go further north from here. And yeah, more adventures to come, so make sure you stick around. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of all this. It's so exciting for me, just living my dream out here, and that you guys are enjoying watching. Thanks for buying the merch, wildreaches.com. This one is the palm cockatoo shirt. Plenty of them left in stock. We just got a big batch before I came away. So yeah, plenty of merch, wildreaches.com. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you tell your friends, make sure you do all that stuff. Click the notification bell so you know when new episodes come up, because some people are saying that they're missing episodes because they're not being notified, so make sure you do that. Thanks to everyone who's helped out with all this to make this show possible. Diesel and the boys at Mission Built, absolutely amazing. That trailer really impressed me yesterday, the little trailer. Yeah, absolute game changer. And the canopy, to come back, battery was on 100%, the fridge was cold, so thank you to Battery World Noosa. That is performing really well. I don't know how, I think I've got 2 160 watt panels on the roof, which is a lot, and a 200 amp hour lithium battery and a drive in the back, and that's it. And you know, to come back and it's on 100% after 3 days out bush, epic, absolutely epic. Especially in the, you know, the mood that you come back in when you're just exhausted. And the whole way back I was just dreaming about this. I had half a bottle of fruit juice in the fridge, and I'm like, oh, you're just so parched out there, and you're like, God, I just hope we make it back without any more issues. And I've got cold juice. So shout out to Battery World Noosa, thank you guys. Battery World Noosa Emerald, thank you. Yeah, thanks to everyone. I'm stoked. Adventure Concepts, you know, to be able to come back and sleep in that big tent up the top there with I could hear mosquitoes buzzing all around me, and I knew they weren't in there. Amazing. CF Moto, Stesco, who am I missing? Stesco Boats, bloody legends. Bob Jane T-Marts, getting us out here safely with the big wheels. Running the Yoko Geolander G003s, they're brilliant. And one more person, huge thanks to Jordan. Mate, I know you'll be watching this. You're out there in the scrub right now looking for breakfast. Thank you, mate, for bringing us out here on country. You know, I like to do this properly. I like to do it respectfully and be welcome to country like we did with Pop. it makes me feel so much better, so much safer, and yeah, just better, you know, just doing it the right way. So thank you, mate, for organising everything that you have, and for just being out here and having an adventure with me. You're so much fun to have around. Yeah, and I know that all our viewers appreciate what you've done, so make sure you, I don't know, put a comment down below, guys. Thank Jordo, because yeah, he's taken time out to come and do this with me, and to do it with you guys, to allow you guys to come out here on country and see this beautiful place. So thanks, Jordan. All right. And one last big thank you, our Patreon community. Thank you guys for supporting us in any level that you do, any of the 3 tiers that we have on there. It all helps. This stuff obviously costs a lot of money to come out here and do this, and that's one part of it. I really appreciate the funding, you know, you know, like it allows me to do this. But the other part is the community. Thank you for being part of this community and enjoying it with me. Even in Normanton the other day, before we did this trip, I ran into one of our patrons, Peter. Him and his wife, Tracy, I think, came out to say good day when I was camped up at the caravan park doing files and stuff, and we chatted for like 2 hours. So just things like that, people dropping in to say good day, all the towns that we passed through. I really appreciate it. If you want to be a part of it, patreon.com/wildreaches. The prizes are going to get bigger and better as I can convince our sponsors to pull their finger out and be a part of it, which they already are. You know, samurai rods, there's rods to give away, there's lure packs from Atomic and Berkeley and all that, Halco. Anyway, there's all sorts of prizes, so and they're going to get bigger and better. I know that Adventure Concepts are going to give away a Bushman fridge, I think towards the end of the year, so make sure you're a part of that. Free fridge. All right, thanks guys, out.